Okay, so it's actually been a hot minute since I've done a vlog-like thing. Honestly, so this would actually a restarting point as far as vlogging goes. But here we go. A while back, I actually said I was going to do some streaming work and do some actual stream. But you you guys can like go by time. See that I've actually been missing for the past 3 weeks or 4. I forgot how long. But there's reasons for it. I haven't even posted it Twitter or Facebook, especially about what I've been doing, what I've been looking into, and thinking about. So I thought I might as well just make a video about it because, well, I haven't streamed quite a while, and that was me putting on my watch anyway. Because I'm about to go out and such in a little bit. I'm just having a little bit more coffee before I do that. But there is actually some interesting stuff that I would like to catch people up on as to why I've been MIA. As people are aware, YouTube and Twitch, everything, just for the fun of it, pretty much. That doesn't really provide me enough reason to do it often on a regular basis. I've been trying to. I tend to like have like several weeks at a time, or maybe a month at a time, that I actually go out and BS. I still do work and all that stuff, but I don't stream it. Um, and other times when I'm not working, I'm actually off doing other stuff, and I have no idea. I remember just in my hand, and I like to fidget. So this is my fidget tool right now, and it's a nice little Xfinity. But there you have it. That's complete omission on my end. However, there was a reason why I needed to go MIA for this particular bit. And that reason is because I do it for fun. The streaming part, especially the video gaming part, and the dev work. I don't do it for money, and I'm going to start looking into doing something like that for money's sake, and I'm going to be doing commission-based work at some point. Just not yet. Calm down. But I'm going to be doing commission-based work and other stuff. I'm going to be opening that up, but not going to be a stable source of income. So it's nearing the end of February. It's going into next month where it's going to be a little bit iffy and sketchy as far as how my streaming is going to go down or happen. And, well, there you have it. Going to be looking for a job. I'm going to be doing other things. But on top of that, not a whole lot of people. And I've been really iffy about putting this. Uh, but a while back, I had some heart trouble. It doesn't look like I've had heart trouble in the past. I mean, look at the coffee pot over there. The amount of coffee that I intake is insane. It's nuts. I even keep a full pot beside me, like on a regular basis. And I sometimes go through two. Don't ask me why, but I do. I just like coffee that much. But I've had heart trouble in the past, and there were some things that actually happened that led me to go to the ER, and not a lot of people know about it. My parents know about it. They're actually, um, I'm living with them, and I know that's not gonna last forever. It's I more ideal that I go look for alternatives as far as what living and expense would be, and that's pretty much my what the whole reprieve has been about for the entire past month. And I've noticed a pattern um, over the past 10 years that whenever I try to become successful into doing something and I actually achieve a successful part of life, there was a part of my life that I actually had 6 jobs going. It was a pain to maintain. That's semi successful, even though um, it's been like really hard. It was a matter of I felt like I needed to work a lot to make ends meet and to be able to do so. I had 6 jobs. That 6 jobs is including what I do right now, and um, believe it or not, I actually worked for an energy company. I'm not going to disclose the name because I no longer work there. So it was actually pretty much a commission-based job anyway. So it shouldn't count, but I'm just going to count it in anyways because it was work in itself, um, me doing it or attempting to do it. So it didn't really pan out. So I ended up leaving that behind as well as other things um, when I decided to move. And right now I live in Houston. This is where my parents are. But I ended up going to Waco, and for a while I was living up in Waco with my little sister. At an apartment, went into living at my grandmother's house because reasons, and I'm not going to go into what those reasons were, but essentially I ended up having to move back out. Kind of had to. That was a period of when I worked my way up into getting 6 jobs. That put strain on my body, and that was part of the reason why I went in the car and had heart problems. Lesson learned: never do that again. And most I'm gonna do, but you can tell that from me doing that, I'm a severe workaholic. After that happened, um, it didn't get any because I kept working long hours, long days, and it it's been hard regardless because well, you can imagine that me going into the hospital like that kind of pissed me off. So I felt like I needed to focus on something else. And there was a negative part of my aspect of my life. I used to drink a lot, smoke a lot too. I still smoke, but drink it was out of control. But after that, I stopped drinking. I put down the bottles and just sort them out. But ever since then, I've actually been going strong and not drinking. So I don't know. I guess it was a good outcome, but at the same time, it was a bad outcome too because I turned into a severe workaholic again, pulling in long hours, doing the long haul, and eventually I couldn't sustain living up there either way. And the roommates that I had ended up moving out, so I had to come back down here. Got a job down here, but the problem still persisted. I was working from like 9 a.m. to like 12 a.m. Sometimes 3 a.m. They try to make it for the store closed at like no later than 2 a.m. But sometimes it was because what I was working was pizza, but people wouldn't think that's a strange thing. People would like open and close on a regular basis, but this was a open and close type session of I go in and work this on a month to month basis with only 1 day off per month. I still overworking myself. I still overwork myself, especially with what I do. I stay up like 48 hours at a time sometimes, even though it doesn't seem like it, but I do. And people don't know about that a whole lot, and I'm not even getting any money from doing it. I'm doing it for fun. So I'm going to have to find a way to sustain myself in order to keep on doing what I do and what I love at, essentially. And what I love is actually doing streaming, and um, doing all this work, and even the kind of work that I want to get into is like video game development. So yeah. With that said, though, I did mention that I know my parents are not going to stick around forever, and I'm not going to have this fallback on a regular basis. So I've been looking at alternatives as to what I could afford um, from the income that I do get to be able to sustain myself. It's been something that's been bugging me, and I've been looking into. And there are some things that I've been looking into, like hashtag van life, for example, but that pretty much leaves me as a homeless hobo, pretty much. And don't hate, don't dislike, because essentially that's what the world looks onto that kind of predicament. But I see my life coming from the past 10 going in that direction or into the tiny house kind of escapade or living in an RV. So there you have it. I haven't been able to earn a stable income over the past 10 years or stable enough income to go out and get an apartment, stay in there, and just live in an apartment. So doing that seems like the viable option. So now I don't know. Maybe the channels that I'm going to be doing, or a channel that I'm going to be doing, is going to have some changes as far as content goes. Not of all of it is going to be video gaming related. The point of this entire vlog was to actually inform everybody as to why I've been missing action. This is why I've been looking into those options and what directions I'm leaning towards and what might be possibly um, the direction I'm going in as far as things go. I'm taking it one step at a time, and well, um, I'm let's just say I'm not rushing into head first, but next month, like when the first hits or the third, after a few things are fixed, are because there's like a couple of things, like the trunk on my car is where it's positioned. And not just me that owns the car. It's actually my mom too. She's part title owner of the car. She actually owns most of the title. I told her she owns the car itself because the amount of repairs on that car mostly shelled out most of the money for it because I haven't been able to do it. And if I wasn't able to do it at any given point, I wouldn't have been able to drive it, especially with the issues that it's had. So, kind of ridiculous. And it's still, they're still wanting me to actually have that car. I call it the bane of my existence. Good reason. But yeah, if you guys want to know what model it is, the 2002 Ford Taurus. Do not ever get a Ford. Actually, not that make a model. I Ford. Yeah, talking to you. Take back cars. Fix your shit. That's kind of funny though, because everybody that I've talking to actually think that Ford makes cars. This one, I don't know if it's a fluke, but every single time I turn around corner wise, it just has and it's like oil pump, water pump, battery. Battery's actually been replaced a few times. This particular problem, trunk actually wants to keep popping open, just to keep popping open. It's just a matter of turn the car on, trunk pops, or unlock the car, trunk pops. I turn off the car, lock the car, trunk pops. You can see the repetitive pattern. Trunk doesn't want to stay, especially when you're driving. It's good. It's sucky. But yeah, I thought it would be best to this kind of thing since um, yesterday was pretty much it would have been an off day regardless because it was my birthday. To be honest, I wanted to get out of the house, do a couple of things. Parents wanted to plan, so we did. We went out to watch a movie, Full Pursuit. It was okay, but that's what I've been doing for the past. Looking into insurance and looking into types of cars to get and looking into doing other things. Um, and how I could actually pull this off. But next month, next month, it's gonna be different. Um, I'm gonna still try to keep on streaming, and I'm going to try to come up with a semi-decent schedule. I do the quotation mark because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to have a schedule coming into this, starting March 1st, or whenever we take a car in and get stuff. I actually don't know what direction my life is, because it's going to take another turn, or I want to say the worst, but I want to stay positive. Um, it's just going to throw a curveball. Let's just go with that. But yeah, not much more to add on. And I'm going to try to keep on doing vlog updates every now and then, especially if I do an MIA period and go missing. And I'll try to keep the Twitter more updated than it has been, but no promises. But at this point, I'm going to step out and do a few things. And, well, I'm going to be looking at the types of cars again, because there were like a few ones that I was looking at as far as what I was aiming for. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, tell me what you think as to what kind of cars I should look into. Maybe I'll look into those. I'm not going to like rush out and buy anything right off the bat, because this is actually going to be something for the long haul. And so planning is taking precedence. That's what this entire has been about. Even though I pretty much had a whole month to do it, um, I'm not at the car purchase phase. There's planning and saving up for it, because, well, I'm broke. But as far as the makes and types of cars that I've been looking at, or vans rather, I've been looking at like a GMC cargo van. It kind of seems more ideal as far as things goes. Kind of like, but who knows? At some point, maybe I will be able to get like a Dodge or a high top. Apparently, that's like the most popular one to go for, especially since you have more room to walk around in it. But who knows? Um, but I think that's it for this video, and I will try to keep people updated as far as things progress and move along in that kind of direction. But we'll see. You can see that I've been cleaning up behind me. There's chairs that were actually back behind there, no longer there. Even though you can actually coffee creamer containers right there. So that one right over there, that stack, that's actually creamer and their water or more coffee and coffee pot. Yeah. I never really point over my shoulder like that usually, so I'm just using the video as a guide. But anyway, yeah, and I guess this entire video is done and over with. I will see you guys when I see you. Starting next month though. I'm gonna do some streaming. I'm gonna get back into some video gameplay, especially picking up on Final Fantasy 9. Now I have this in my hand. Don't ask. I'll be picking up Final Fantasy 9 and also doing other things as well. But for now, I guess I'll see you when I see you. It won't be too long, but I'll see you sometime soon. But yes, till then, have a good one.